All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. Straight up energy reading. This is Mars in Cancer. I've been waiting to pull on this. You're going to get a lot of varying things on this from varying sources, astrologers. You'll be able to tell which astrologers are just going by patterns and which one are actually doing the math and actually maybe read a little energy. Because this is not your usual Mars in Cancer. Normally, Mars in Cancer is a fucking disaster. Most of the time, the surrounding energy, nothing gets done. It's hard to get projects off the ground. It's hard to, it's just this whole, because Cancer wants to be all emotional about it. Mars, let's just go, right? It's a bit like taking some kind of, Mars and Cancer, I usually equate to taking a peace, love, and understanding person to the shooting range. You know, it's like that kind of a thing. It's like, it's just, this time around, not so much. This time around, because of the surrounding energies, I'll give you the secret to it before we talk about the pre-shuffle here. I'll give you the secret to it so that you know. Empathy. Empathy and sympathy. All right? Both of those. Sympathy for yourself, okay? Not other people. I want you to feel other people, okay? And maybe if you have sympathy for anything about other people, maybe sympathy for the devil. I don't know. Something along those lines. But again, if you feel it, it's probably right. If you feel it, you can make it happen. The magic comes from feeling. Mars sort of activating that this time around. Okay? So that is your greatest power here. Here's a pre-shuffle. The same thing I'm about to say applies to you. I'm just not worried about it. Right? It's the Ten of Cups crossed by the Queen of Swords. This energy with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? We're just going to show you those just to start. It's a Queen of Swords sandwich with two tens as bread. It's an energy that shows you exactly what would make you happy. All right? And we talked about this in a recent extended, and I said this might be some of the Mars and Cancer energy bleeding in that reading. May have been the Uranus retrograde, I'm not sure. But if your intuition is screaming, hell no, I want you to give it a second look. Because you're being shown exactly what might make you happy. Right? The absolute truth. The absolute truth. You might think it's nonsense. Somebody else attached to you might think it's nonsense. Somebody else here is absolutely certain what will make them happy. They're absolutely certain about it. No doubt. If being shown the truth, and I see an energy attached to you that's sort of moving forward with that because the energy is right. The Seven of Pentacles. Because of the energy. And underneath that is Temperance. It's someone who gets it. Someone who understands finally what would make them happy. Now, whether or not they do anything about it, I mean, the energy's right. But I can't control free will. Nobody can. A lot of my viewers don't seem to understand that concept. You seem to think I'm the warlock on the hill. I'm just reading the energy. I'm just telling you, like the weatherman. It's raining. It's sunny. That's it. What you do in that rain or sun is up to you. And what other people do is up to them. And you can't control that. All you can control is what you do. So we're at the mercy of the fucking universe here. The Seven of Pentacles. But yeah. The truth of what makes you, you'll realize what makes you happy in this energy. And if you can feel it, if you can get your feelings around it, you can really make some shit happen. No doubt about it. Long range changes, the Hierophant there. Okay, so somebody here, I'm going to say, because I didn't know the Hierophant was there until just now, I'm going to say somebody really sort of knows that you have some kind of connection in this energy. And that Mars and Cancer energy is making, it's almost self-manifesting in a way. Okay? So, you know, a lot of them will decide to do something about it. I don't know. Let's just pull on the energy. Let's see where we go. It is an energy where, again, it's as I wrote about in my September write-up, it's a bit like Bewitched. You can snap your fingers and make things happen. People will listen to you, too. All you have to do is speak with some feeling, some emotion. If you do that, people will listen. No doubt about it. If you're someone who's usually ignored, you won't be in this energy if you put a little bit of feeling behind it. You're going to be super duper charged if in your chart Mars is in Cancer. Then you're going to be, well, you're going to be a little bit above. You're going to be one of those superheroes that could rip other superheroes in half, right? Kind of a thing like that. You won't be Spider-Man, you'll be Juggernaut, right? There's a video out there somewhere of, I saw it in passing, it passed by, of Juggernaut ripping Spider-Man in half. He like picks him up and just tears him in half, kind of a thing. You'll be the Juggernaut. And this energy if Mars is in Cancer in your chart. Let's see where we go here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. I'm going to say that again. It may or may not resonate for you. It's only up to you to know whether these readings are for you or not. Right? If they're not, It's just like a TV show. I don't like this show. Don't watch it. So stop watching. I don't watch shows I don't like. You know, it is what it is. So it's a general reading. It may or may not be for you. But you're here for a reason. It could just be one thing I say. Doesn't even have to be part of the reading. The whole reading could be shit, but something I say helps you out. Okay? I don't know. Who knows? You're here for a reason. It's timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Page of Wands. Guys, we're going on some adventures here. This is where the fun begins. How about that? This is like the Nickelodeon of energies. I remember one of their promos was "The fun never ends," right? It's a bit of that. This is where the fun begins here. I don't know. For somebody, for you and somebody, I don't know. At the end of the beginning, I don't. There's all kinds of energies with that. I don't know what's going on here. What comes after the cut? Tell me. Yeah, what did I say? It's a Knight of Swords. Somebody incoming here. You're somebody's passion. I mean, you're somebody's Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, truth they can't ignore, the Temperance card, they're getting it, I've waited long enough, and then there's the Hierophant, where they feel the connection. And then the Seven of Pentacles that was in the pre-shuffle down the middle. It's this whole, it all just makes sense. It's just a pile of energies that just cause things to happen. Now, does this mean, I'm pulling on the incoming energy, does this mean this person's going to come towards you? Maybe, it's up to their free will, but it also means your energy's attached here too. You got some new adventures coming if you want them, right? Just do everything with feeling. Normally that would slow you down. Normally that would fuck you up with Mars in Cancer. But the problem with Mars in Cancer normally is all the touchy-feely shit. All the feeling shit. Mars doesn't like it. In this case here, it activates something. It takes the surrounding energies and it works with it. So again, just do everything you do like somebody singing their gut-wrenching song with every ounce of soul they've got. Do everything you do with soul, and you'll be fine here. All right. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right? You know what? I didn't shuffle for the main reading. Fuck it. We'll do it in a different order. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's the 3D energies around your person. We're shuffling. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, message from the universe read with the energy connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will, and I cannot emphasize that enough. I am not the fucking warlock on the hill. That's about it. I'll clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end. And yeah, you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this because this is a very different Mars in Cancer. I want to know more about you in this energy too. The DF side is going to be far more, regardless of where Mars is in your chart, the DF side, and the few enlightened DMs that come here. But the DF side, which is most of my viewers, the DF side is going to be extremely powerful anyway in this because of how the empathy and the sympathy and the emotions kind of help this energy out, help to activate it. All right, let's go. The overall energy of everything, Jesus, it's going to fall on the table is the Six of Pentacles, crossed by the Seven, crossed by the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is counterintuitive. We're acting on things that normally we would shut down or we would get in our head about. And again, I said this in a recent reading. I think it was an extended. I said the secret here is if your intuition is screaming, hell no. I made up a rhyme, didn't I? I said, if your intuition says hell no, then you must go, right? In other words, if it says no, it's a go. That kind of a thing. Again, make your own decisions, do what you want, but it's just a repeating message. It keeps coming up. It keeps just showing up. All right. So it must mean something. All right. Six of Pentacles is our overall energy. That's very interesting. That's a pretty passive overall energy from the universe, isn't it? It's sort of it's kind of laid back. It's like the universe just took a tap or something. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, whatever, man. This is the most laid back Mars energy I have ever pulled on. All right, let's go. I already told you what the positions are, so what's the energy of your connection? Four Swords. What did I say? It's like sleeping. Crickets. It's that, look, it's just spinning here. Yeah, it's that aspect of the energy. It's not healing. It's not the brain shutting down and the third eye kicking in. It literally is the most mellow Mars, and that's how you need to behave in this. In a way, it does help you. Let your emotions, let yourself feel. But let yourself feel in a relaxed way. Don't, it just, anyway. Okay. We're off to an interesting start here. A sleepy start, and I'm wide awake. 3D energies around this person. Stop spinning my damn cards. A 9 of Pentacles. Somebody breaking free of something. Somebody breaking free of anything. Oh, it's magic. Somebody getting free of anything. Anything that limits their freedom. They're going to snap at somebody. Anything. Right? Anything at all. Doesn't matter. If they're walking through the mall with their spouse and they won't let them buy a hamster, they're going to, that's it. It's over. Right? You get an inclination. I want a hamster. Okay. Fine. Or fish or whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just anything that limits freedom right now. Okay. Your connection. There's an energy here. Let sleeping dogs lie. Your connection is a sleeping dragon in a cave. Somebody coming to that cave entrance. Maybe. I can't predict free will. I'm sorry. I wish I could. All right. Their soul energy is here. Bookends the 4 of Swords. Knight of Cups. What did I say? I said this is a sleeping dragon in a cave. And then before I pulled this, I said somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Their soul is on board. This person is really, whoever this is attached to you, this is out of character for this energy. But they're totally drinking the Kool-Aid of Mars and Cancer and this whole emotions activated thing. They're going with it. They're going with it. Somebody here, for once, when they feel something, it's liberating to this person. Oh, this energy is good. And I said that. I made this energy one of the stars of the show of my September write-up. And I did it for a reason. Go read it. All right. It's in the blog, sltblog.com. Energy, hidden energy. Message from the universe. Red with my sleeping dragon here. I just get a snoring sound off that. Love. Love lies dormant here. Love lies bleeding in a way. You know, I know that's a song, but love lies bleeding here in a way. This is the most love I can pull from the deck. All right? Somebody here, this is all they're feeling. They want, in their 3D world, in their life, they want liberation from this. Now, this could be anybody with a soul connection around you. Okay? It's not all about that. I have to say this on every reading because there's people that just don't fucking listen, apparently. You know, every time I go out there to the Twitter, to the X, and I look at some of the messages there, I get a whole lot of whatever, but I see a whole lot of people that just aren't listening, not paying attention. Things that I say. I could almost respond, I said that on a video. I said that in the video. And one of the main things that people are missing is this is not necessarily, get your fucking long lost runner out of your head. The soulmate cycle is as we move through it, we're just past the halfway point of this soulmate cycle. The energy shifts, energy changes. Okay, so whoever this is here, this is somebody who's behaving way out of character, holding on to a lot of love for you. This could be somebody you have a soul connection with that just has never told you how they feel. That's very strong. Because 4 of Swords here would indicate that as well. I've got a sleeping dragon. You have a connection, many of you watching, who think this is about some fucking runner, that you got it all wrong. And a lot of times we find that out. You find out later. I won't get a thank you for saying that. I'll get a fuck you right now, but I won't get a thank you for a couple of years down the line when they go, oh God, Stephen, apology, he was right. You know, that kind of thing. Because I've got sleeping energy here. I said it's sleeping, it's dormant. A lot of you have a powerful connection that you don't even know about yet, but the other person knows about it. Okay? I mean, I don't know. If it is your long lost runner, if that's how you want to look at it, then yeah. They've been holding on to it a long time. They're liberating themselves from something in their life that it doesn't make them happy. It does not fulfilling. This is fulfilling. What's the potential final outcome here? 2 swords. It's a bit of a stalemate. It's a bit of a crossroads. It's somebody who does, it's like a dual acting formula, if you will. You hear that sometimes about chemicals and stuff, dual acting. It is. It's 2 Ace of Swords crossed. So again, somebody here is giving you a truth and giving a truth to other people. This is an energy, if you want to picture Mars being the planet of action, you want to picture an action movie with somebody fighting with 1 sword in each hand, 2 swords, and then our hero is battling like people all around. and winning, right? Take out one with the other, one with that, one with that. It's this two-handed sword fight sort of a thing. Somebody's handling shit on both sides is what the universe is saying. I did get a stalemate energy off of it though, and I don't know why. Let's clarify. Let's find out. I don't know why. Let's clarify. Let's see where we go. Four of Swords. Why is it here? We're going to talk to the witches. I got a Chariot. I got something waking up here. Chariot randomly at the bottom. Four Swords. That's an interesting final outcome. If this was Rainbow Unicorn Tarot, that would have been an 8 of Wands or a 3 of Cups or something like that, or a 2 of Cups. This is better, I think. Because this is somebody, this is swords. Shit happens with swords, right? It does. Oh, sure. You throw water on somebody, it's not over. They're going to come punch you in the face. You throw 2 swords at them, I doubt it. I think as long as they make contact, you'll probably be okay, right? So, swords do something in this case, in this context. All right. Let's go. All right. Steven Seagal here. All right, here we go. Four of Swords. The Devil. It's crossed by the Devil. This disconnection. And I have to incorporate the Queen of Cups in here. Yeah, the connection haunts this person, sure. The connection has become almost like, how do I phrase this? Become kind of almost like a myth to somebody. Maybe it's a myth to you. I don't know, but I just get it from the incoming energy. You just have to catch my drift. You don't have to take me literally. But it's become even more than what it is, and it's a pretty powerful connection if the Queen of Cups is coming out. You have some kind of psychic link, shall I say. It's more of a soul link with this person, but we'll just say, since people don't always, I'd have to explain what I mean by that, and that would be a little bit of a physics lesson for a while. Let's just say a psychic link. Everybody knows what that means, right? Dionne Warwick had her psychic friends, right? We all love that. Anyway, you got a psychic link. You got a link. You're linked with this person. You're linked in their dreams. They think about. You're linked all day. You may not even know. If you don't know who this person is, you may think it's just some weird energy. You get these weird feelings throughout the day. You may not be able to put it to a person, in other words. But in this here, it's what that tends to do, and what it does for the person that's aware of it, especially aware of you, is it tends to put the connection itself on a pedestal, which is always bad. It's always devil energy to put anybody on a pedestal, okay? But yeah, it's become more than what it is. If they were to actually take a look at it, they'd see that it was just this little character here. But again, somebody here is afraid to even look. It's become a monster, if you will. It's taken on a life of its own for this person. It is. That explains the Knight of Cups here. And that explains fighting with 2 swords and taking care of business here a little bit. And what's on top? The King of Cups. King and Queen of Cups. There's a lot. What did I just say? Rewind. I said you're psychically linked. You're actually soul linked, but it's psychically linked to you are. The King and Queen of Cups as a couple can read each other's minds, read each other's feelings, read each other's souls. Okay, it is on. This is some shit right here. All right. Yeah, I believe it. These are read together. So what's going on with the King of Cups? The Fool. There's a fever pitch coming. Somebody here is debating. I get that with 2 swords here. Yeah, I get it. They're debating a little bit whether to share these feelings that they have with you. For a good number of you, this is somebody you don't even know has feelings for you. Now, that could apply to your long-lost runner, too. Because some of you probably doubt whether they have any feelings for you. You don't hear from them. They ran, they gone, that kind of thing. It's fine. It can play out any way you want. Take the reading however you want to take it. I don't care. I'm just reading the energy, right? So they're debating whether or not they should. Should I or shouldn't I? They're playing a game of should I or shouldn't I, right? Okay. But they're playing it with some pretty sharp swords. I'm going to tell you that. What's going on here in their life? 9 Pentacles. What do we get? What do we got? Tell me about it. 9 Pentacles. Why is it here? I love it. I was just thinking to myself, that was a short shuffle. Short shuffle. So we've been doing short shuffle. That was a short shuffle. We've been doing these. The readings have been intense. We've been shuffling a lot. You know, the universe hasn't been stopping me very quickly. It's the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, this energy flows from here to here, and there it is. It shows up. You can see it flow, right? You don't even have to be me. There it is there, and there it is there. In the environmental energy, it's all driven without realizing it. I think that's why this Knight of Cups is here. Without realizing it, somebody is activating the energy of Mars in Cancer, which is activated by emotions. But they're defending it with swords. Okay, they're fighting for it with swords. Somebody's not throwing a cup of water on somebody on their side. They're running this, I don't know what the hell, this giant fucking sword, 3-foot sword through. What's on top? It's all because of the energy right now. There's something working. Something's happening here. This is all sometimes in energy. I get this sometimes where I realize when a superficial person realizes that the pentacles aren't enough, right? I see this here all the time in that type of energy. I do energy reads for friends all the time. Sometimes they want a card read. These are combinations that come up a lot when somebody realizes that it doesn't matter how many likes you have on social media. That's junk food energy. It just makes you want more and more and more and more, and it's never really fulfilling. You know, so your soul just gets emptier and emptier. That's the epic backfire of social media. You know, people think I'm popular. I've got 500,000 whatever or million whatever. It's all fluff. It's meaningless energy. It doesn't fulfill at all. In fact, it usually drives people insane. You know, so at the end of the day, here, this is somebody who realizes that they're not happy. It's time to. These pentacles. I don't care. He doesn't care about the pentacles, is what it's saying. Why is that here? Page of Swords. Nobody realizes that, they're disappointed. It's an energy of disappointment. It's what I said. If somebody's disappointed by that. Why? Because I've got soul. I got the Knight of Cups flowing all the way to the environmental energy into their life. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You don't know the bathroom smells like shit until you walk into another room that smells really good. Right? Then you know. It's somebody. That's what's happening here. Right? Everybody finally figuring out. All right. It's going to vary for all of you what that means. You just have to catch my drift. Okay? That's all. I keep tapping the Queen of Cups, and I haven't clarified that yet. I don't know if that means I don't need to clarify that or whatever. This reading, I let the energy drive the readings. That's why sometimes I make mistakes. Like in this reading, I didn't even shuffle, and I was giving you the positions. That's different. I'm going to pull on the Queen of Cups. All right. Maybe I have to do that after. I don't know. I'm just flowing with the energy. That's all. I'm walking my talk because that's what I teach you to do. Right? Don't fret it. Don't worry about it. Shit happens. Just flow with the energy. All right. Let's go. Queen of Cups. Why is it here? So you wanted me to pull on this. I kept tapping it. I forgot all about it. I completely lost sight of that. It's judgment. It's karma. Karma. You're picking up on their karmic debt. I'm going to make that very clear to you. Okay? What that means typically, well, if I didn't tell you, okay, if I didn't say that, it would be irresponsible. Because how that often plays out, if you don't know that you're picking up on someone else's karmic debt, you think everything's going wrong for you. Oh my God, I've had like 10 bad days in a row. Oh my God, everything's going wrong. I can't touch anything without hurting myself. I can't this, I can't that, right? Seems like everything's going wrong. You're swimming in the quicksand, right? You're picking up on their karmic debt. It's not you, it's them. Once you acknowledge that, it's fine. It has less of an effect on you, okay? So I'm telling you that for a reason. All right, but I do see somebody here. I do see a King and Queen of Cups coming together. Oh, I see it. I see somebody very big time. What's on top? That's probably, see, now you know why. There's an example. Things happen for a reason. Well, why did we have to pull that one first, Steve? Because of that. Because of what I just told you. And we obviously need to know that before we pull on their soul. Otherwise, it would be confusing. And I think it's important that you know that. Whoever this energy is, you are picking up on their karma. Some of it's bleeding onto you. Right? Remember, I called this love lies bleeding. Why did Steve say that? We find out later. I'm just giving you some examples in real time because I think a lot of people watching miss the point of my fucking readings. My readings are in layers. I think in layers. I feel in layers. There's shit that I usually don't point out to you. What I just pointed out to you is stuff I already know when I do a reading, and I normally don't point it out. I'll let you try to figure it out. But I said earlier, love lies bleeding. There we go. Their karmic debt is bleeding onto you. We had to pull this first because otherwise it'd probably be confusing to pull on the soul, right? It's probably going to look pretty bad over here, or odd or different, right? Okay, so what's on top here? Temperance. Angel energy. Again, one side is it's the love of your connection that cures this karmic debt. Karmic debt is usually the devil, and it's right there. We saw the devil. The connection's been, turned into some kind of myth. That's how myths happen. It starts out with one little thing, and then it turns into just all people. The story gets passed on down the line, and it grows and it grows and it grows. The next thing you know, it's a dragon in a cave, right? It was a salamander on a rock. That's how it started. But then it's a fire-breathing dragon in the cave. By the time it gets passed down the line, that's what's happened here to your connection with this person. And it's in part because they're feeling their own karmic debt. This connection, the feelings of it, the emotions of it, are the cure for that. It cancels out that devil. Angel, this is the angel, cancels out the devil. Why is the angel here? The King of Pentacles. Balance. It's your connection, the love, the emotion, is the balancing, is the stabilizing point of your connection, of the karmic debt. It stabilizes things. It's why you're coming together probably in this particular energy. It's why somebody's taking care of business. It's why somebody's disappointed. Obviously they're feeling it. We have the Knight of Cups in the soul, but that Knight of Cups isn't just feeling things. That's not an Ace of Cups, stationary. This is a moving energy. It's doing stuff. Okay, so it's time the universe is collecting some karmic debt with Mars and Cancer, and the energies around it are making, with the Seven of Pentacles, divine timing, are making it just right for it to happen. Making them really feel the disappointment in their world. Oh, but I have all this. A lot of times, you get rich people that don't have any, just as an example, I'm not talking about your person, I don't need to hear, they work at Walmart, Steve, you're talking about them like they have millions. No, I'm just giving you an example. You just have to catch my drift, okay? You get rich people all the time that think that they're going to be happy. Oh, if I only had $10 million, I'd be happy. Well, would you be? I mean, yeah, a little bit. You don't have to worry about paying your bills and all that kind of stuff, but it just takes away one set of problems and allows room for another. If you're lonely, if you don't have anybody, it's miserable. In fact, you probably get frustrated because you're like, well, on TV, rich people always have people. I don't even, and it snowballs, and again, the devil crossing here, it snowballs into all kinds of crap. So again, pentacles are disappointing. That's what this person has here. That's what it says. I get a lot of action around this. We're going to clarify. Now we go back. We know that you're picking up on their karmic debt. And I've told you about it, so acknowledge that. So don't start beating yourself up. Nothing's going right. Everything's going. Usually that's how it plays out. I say usually. All right? Sometimes you don't feel it at all. That's fine too. But it's not all about you. There's thousands of people watching this reading. And if I make one person's day a little better, that's really great. It's also really, I'm sorry if it wasn't for you, but it's for somebody, and you should care about that person too. You shouldn't just care about yourself, right? You should say, well, Steve's reading isn't for me, but I'm sure it'll help somebody out. And then walk away. That's the right attitude. There you go. Selfish is as selfish does. What's going on? Knight of Cups. Why is it here? I told you. What did I say? Rewind. I said there's a reason we had to do this one first. Because this one's probably going to come up really bad. It's really bad. It's fucking winter. Look at it. How the fuck could this happen? Well, because of karmic debt. That's why. We had to know that. Look, things happen for a reason. I gave you the layers in this reading. Normally I wouldn't. I'm doing it now so people understand that you got to think in a Steve's Love Tarot reading. I do. These readings use a lot of brain juice. I need a nap after one of these readings because I have to think on all the layers of energy that are here. There's usually at least 10 layers going on. I may only talk about 2 or 3. Knight of Cups. Beautiful energy. We've been talking about it. Gorgeous. It's crossed by the 5 of Pentacles. And a home with no love, the Ten of Pentacles. I saw that underneath it. Somebody here, and this energy flows from here to here. Yeah, somebody here is misery. This isn't disappointment, it's misery. Somebody here is just feels stupid and dumb in this energy, and I aren't even going to do something about it. With Mars in Cancer, when you feel anything, you do something about it. And in this energy, it works. It really does. Mars in Cancer normally, like I said, normally, most years, Mars in Cancer, we get nothing done. We feel like we want to do it. We're passionate about a project, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. You know, because usually Mars wants to go very fast and wants to whatever. It's too much. It's too much horsepower, right? So in this case here, it works. As soon as we feel anything like this, we won't take care of it. What's on top? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. This energy flows from here to here. Look at that. We had the Knight of Cups flowing over here, crossed by the Knight of Cups. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles was crossed by the Knight of Cups. It's important you understand. I can't control what this person's going to do, whoever it is, because I can't control free will. But within the energy, the energy is lined up. We have a complete circuit here. In other words, in electronics speak, when you have a complete circuit, something works, right? Electricity flows, the lights come on, there it is. That's what's happening here, all right? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? The Knight of Cups. It's a complete circuit. The Knight of Cups on top of the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups flowing over here to the Nine of Pentacles, crossed by the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here, the Nine of Pentacles? I mean, why is the Nine of Pentacles here, the Knight of Cups? I mean, give me a break. And it's all happening with an environmental, so all this disappointment flows over here because somebody here feels empty, feels cold. Pentacles are making them feel empty. All right? Why is the Two of Swords here? I mean, come on. It's crossed by the Page of Cups. New love. Somebody's got a new lease on life. They want something new. There's an apology coming on one side. There's things being taken care of. Somebody realizes they don't have love. It's another page read with these. What's on top? Justice. It's time for somebody to get happy. So again, like I said, they're fighting with two swords. Why is justice here? The Four of Cups. One side they don't want. They don't want. These are read with these. It's very clear. There's the Four of Cups. We all know what that means for you from recent readings, right? I'm not going to talk about that. I'm tired of it. But at the end of the day here, reading the incoming energy, this is somebody here, somebody you had, you know what? Let's read the ending for you. I'll give it to you that way. That way it's simple, because otherwise I'm just repeating myself. And I don't want to do that, right? Something you thought would never happen, happens. Something, the energy is there for something to happen here. Something you thought you had given up on. Okay? And the great irony of it, shall we say, is it's happening because you gave up on it. Because you let it go. Because you're in this Four of Cups energy is why it's happening. Why there's a chance for communication here from this energy, which I've already explained to you over and over again. It's because of this Four of Cups. It's a repeating message. It's been coming up since the Pluto retrograde reading, then the Uranus retrograde reading, and then, I don't know, whatever the fuck else, the new moon reading. It was there. A lot of times it comes up in the extended. It's an important fucking energy. Make sure you understand it. I've explained the shit out of it in all of those readings, including all of their extendeds. At the end of the day here, that's what happens. Something you gave up on shows up, and it shows up because you're in this Four of Cups attitude. And there's a way to work that. Okay? There's a way to work that. You could pay attention a little bit. It came up again in the thank you reading the other day, right? You could pay attention a little bit to that. You can. Okay. That's your reading there. Let's see what the universe has to say. Let's go. Wow. Justice for you. You get justice in your final outcome. One of these swords is coming your way. And it's some justice for you. You know? But your reaction to it should be that. You should stay in that mellow, peaceful, you know, sort of the stone dude or chick in the chair at the party leaning back. Got a good buzz on. Just chill. All right? You should have a very laid back attitude towards it. All right. Here we go. You're pretty well protected. I can tell you that. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. 3 cards and a bottom. From the bottom and a crossing card. What else does the universe want to tell you? Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and the Fool. This is a little lesson for you. in the message from the universe. Okay? It's sort of the people show you who they are, so pay attention lesson, although it's a little different than that. In this particular soulmate cycle, and this is true in this cycle, not true in all of them, but in this one, the longer it takes somebody to come around, right? I know we often joke, we talk about this grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour, right? She's a pretty bad driver. We can assume a lot of things about grandma driving down the freeway at 15 miles an hour. We can assume her reflexes are probably pretty slow. I mean, you get older, that happens, right? Her eyesight's probably not that good. You get older, it happens, right? We could assume as well she might have trouble with peripheral vision. She might be afraid of the all that kind. All of it. We could assume she probably shouldn't be driving anymore, right? We could assume maybe they should think about taking away her license. All kinds of things we can infer from what's happening there with grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. When you come upon a car like that, don't ride too close to it. Get the fuck away from it as fast as possible. In this soulmate cycle, the longer it takes somebody to fucking wake up, the longer they keep their distance, the longer they maintain a wall of pretense, that tells you, the more the waste of time they are, the more the waste of your time they are. But it's also the longer you have to absorb all the lessons, everything you can take from it. So there's two ways to look at it. The universe is saying for some of you, this energy belongs to a person who, and I get it, I see it here. You gave up. Your blondie in this case, she's like, he's totally never going to bang me, right? You gave up. I can dig it. The universe is saying for some of you, this is somebody that you gave up on a long time ago. But there's a couple of more lessons for you to take out of this, whether they show up or not. So dig for them, right? Even if it's not about that person, it's a chance for you to feel about that person and dig for additional lessons. Take advantage of the action energy, the energy that gets activated by feelings during this particular transit of Mars through Cancer, okay? So take it for what it's worth to you. And anytime there's something to learn, it's important, right? This is a pretty solid read. This is a pretty important alignment that jives and blends with everything going as far back right now as Pluto retrograde. All right? This is a very important time. Don't miss it. Don't waste it. All right? If you've been watching my extended, you know what I mean by that. That said, that's your reading. I'm going to extend this. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. Should be very interesting. I'll open with pulling on you, but we're also going to see what's going on in this person's life. This is going to be fun, that one. All right, we'll see. I don't know. We'll find out who we're dealing with here and what they're dealing with and why you connect to it. You guys are the king and queen of cups in this energy. That's powerful. That's some powerful shit. Remember what I said about the karmic debt, too. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. You want the extended, the link's in the description. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.